Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. It's been a stressful morning. I started out my day having to take my dog Bobby to the vet. He's okay, there's nothing wrong with him. We had to do our annual vaccinations today. And it's always a stressful experience because Bobby came to us as a rescue. And somewhere in his life, before he met us, he had some kind of trauma that left him with some real vet anxiety. So it's always a chore. There's a whole lot involved in making it happen. It is stressful and exhausting, but it's out of the way. It's always a good feeling to have it done and put it in the background until next year. So that being said, now that it's done, I get to do something that I enjoy, which is to bring you guys another video of a homemade MRE. You guys gave me so much love on the Walmart 24-hour MRE that I decided to do a little bit of an offshoot for that. We're gonna do another single meal MRE, but this time I went to my local Walmart neighborhood market. If you're not familiar with the concept, basically Walmart decided to make some small, just grocery stores that they would put in certain communities, and mine is fortunate enough to have one. They don't have any like automotive stuff or anything like that. It's just a place where you go to get the same stuff you'd get at a grocery store. But I think it also means that you can find items that are just a step above the quality of the stuff that you can find at your regular super Walmart store. Today, I'm proud to bring to you the Dad Budget Adventures Homemade MRE Menu WMN1. So I booked this thing completely from my local neighborhood market, and of course we have to follow the same rules as always. So let's take a quick second to review the rules. One is everything in here must be able to be eaten straight out of the package. No reconstituting, nothing like that where you have to add boiled water just to get it to a consistency you can eat. You got to be able to eat it out of the package if you find yourself in a position of not being able to cook it. Rule number two is that everything in here has to have at least a 1-year shelf life from the date of purchase. And all that is a parameter that I set on it to make sure that no matter how long I keep it, that it's as fresh as possible. And finally, rule number three is the menu, which is an entree, a side, a walking around snack, a dessert, and some kind of a beverage. There's a couple of really cool items in here. In fact, there's one that is unique to Walmart as far as being able to find these things, or at least as far as I've been able to determine. But let's dive in here, see what I've got, then we're gonna prepare it and see how it is. Let's tear open this bag. Let's reach into our magic top hat and pull out a rabbit. Well, it's not a rabbit, it's an entree. Some people, rabbit would be an entree, I guess, but not this time. All right, so for our entree, I found something super cool. I got this package of chata chilorio. It's seasoned shredded pork meat, and it looks like it's designed to go on tacos. That's not what we're gonna do with it this time, but I'll show you guys what we're gonna do with that. Now, the cool thing about something like this is a lot of protein here. Unlike a lot of pouch food items, this is mostly meat and not just sauce and fillers. It's got 11 grams of protein per serving, and there's like 4 servings in here, so chances are I'm not gonna be consuming everything in this package. As the side with our entree, I got some Uncle Ben's original jasmine rice. They had a couple of Spanish rice varieties, and that's kind of what I was hoping for to go with that particular meat. Unfortunately, none of the other rice other than the jasmine rice had a shelf life that would work for this project. I'm hoping that the flavor of the jasmine rice will work with everything else that's in here. For our dessert, they had these great value chocolate bars. This is a large size chocolate bar, and I got the dark chocolate variety. They had a couple of other kinds, but I thought this was a pretty good choice. Chocolate's always good in MRE. It's good for lifting your spirits, it's good for getting some sugar in you, and most people like chocolate. There are some out there that don't, and I'm not gonna say anything negative about those people, but there are people that don't like chocolate. For our beverage, I picked up something that you guys keep recommending to me. I got the True Lemon Lemonade. This does not contain artificial sweeteners, and I've been dying to try it because if y'all have watched any of my videos, you know I'm not really a fan of artificial sweeteners. So I've been looking for something that would give me some flavor without having to have all that artificial sweetener aftertaste. So we're gonna give that a try. So for my walking around snack, I found this really unusual item that I've only recently started seeing. That's the Scout Seafood Snacks. It's a tuna pack, but it comes with other things that you mix in with the tuna. And while in some MREs this would actually be an entree, as I've said before, I'm trying to avoid having my entrees be just like a tuna pouch and some other stuff. So I picked this up, just kind of an experiment. It's one of those things you can either eat it with your dinner or you can just pack it away and use it for another time. We're gonna try that out. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be cool. This one is the chili jalapeno variety. And last but not least, this one item that I've only been able to find something like this at Walmart. Walmart started putting up a end cap that has $1 selections of sauces, like barbecue sauce and hot sauce. And I found this key lime habanero sauce that I thought would be a perfect addition to go with our entree. Now, before we start trying the rest of this stuff, we need to get our entree going. Once again, brought the Barrow Cook with me. You guys have been so responsive to this thing. I had no idea when I started using this in these videos how many comments and questions I would get about it. And I've also noticed on my Amazon affiliate links that I'm selling a lot of these things right now. So Barrow Cook, if you're paying attention. So let's get this thing going. Let's get our food in it and see what we're gonna end up with. Pork smells really good. Looking forward to trying this. This is going to be a lot of food. Some of this is going home with me. Probably should have saved this for when I do a two-person MRE. Jeez, that's a lot of food. All right, so dinner's on the stove. Let's try some of these other items. First off, I'm going to try this True Lemon lemonade that you guys talked me into. This is the original flavor. Let's get this mixed into a bottle of water. Shake it up. All right, let's give this a try. See if it's as good as y'all say it is. Got a really good lemon scent to it. Nothing terribly artificial smelling. Very refreshing smell, in fact. That is unique. It's a little bit tart, which is odd for drinks like this. Usually they so over-sweeten them that it becomes almost off-putting, but this is a little more on the tart side, which I guess if you wanted to add a sweetener to it of some kind, whatever your preference is, you could probably get a little more dialed into your taste. It's not tart in an unpleasant way. It's actually not bad. It's kind of like if you just squeeze some lemon into a glass of water. I think that'll work. Definitely beats the funky artificial sweeteners you get in most of these kind of things. So let's check this thing out, this Scout seafood snack that we got for our walking around snack. Popping it open, you see there's a can of tuna in there and there's a little wooden spork. That thing is cool, look at that. I like that. All right, so as we shake out our can of tuna, on the bottom there is a bag that contains all kinds of toppings and stuff. We're supposed to put the tuna into the bowl and then add the toppings on top. So let's see what happens when we do that. The tuna comes packed in olive oil, which you can kind of see there. Gives it a little bit of richness. Oh, this is going to be such a heavy dinner, guys. And we just mix those all in. Now, I think the idea with the olive oil in here is that it's supposed to lend some moisture to the dry toppings that we just put in there and kind of, I guess, maybe like make a sauce. In all honesty, guys, this portion right here for most people would be a meal. There's no reason in the world why you couldn't take one of these and make it an entree. I didn't realize just how much food was going to be in this. So definitely consider that if you're looking at these items. That right there has enough food in it that that could be dinner. Big question is, what does it taste like? Of course, you know, smell like tuna. There's a lot going on in here. There are so many different smells in here that it's really hard to pick up on anything specific. That's strange. Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This one's not my favorite. Even with the olive oil that they obviously put extra in there, it's still dry. There's a decent jalapeno back note to it that just kind of, you know, picks up after you've been eating it, but the dryness is hard to get around. It's got crunch to it. The toppings are specifically designed to keep some crunch there. Honestly, I don't know that I would do this one again. What I might do though, is if I had a takeout pack of mayo, I might add that here and eat this on crackers. I think that would be fair. I keep trying it, hoping it'll be better, but it's really not. I mean, it's not really growing on me. Yep, that was not my favorite. I'd rate it maybe about a 4 or 5 out of 10. Could be improved on, for sure. Start with this as a base, build on that. You might have something worth having, but just like this as it was intended to be served, nah, don't recommend. All right, our entree is done. I'm going to try to do as much of this as I can because my battery is threatening to die on me. So if that happens, I'm going to probably switch over to my phone to finish this video out. So please forgive if there's a noticeable difference in the way this is presented. So here we have our entree. This is really rather yummy looking. We've got our shredded pork and our rice. Let's give it a try before we add the habanero sauce. See what we got here. It's nice. I mean, it's good looking meat. It is not unappetizing at all. It's got a good aroma to it. Let's see what we've made. That's good. It's got a good shredded or pulled pork texture to it. Flavor all the way through. That would be splendid on a sandwich or in a taco. But it's not bad over the rice. Even the jasmine rice doesn't take anything away from it. We've got this. Let's see how this key lime habanero sauce, it's $1 for that bottle. That's a great addition into your MRE. Ooh, that smells really good. I have a feeling that's gonna be perfect right here. Let's throw a little of that on there. Let's see if that kicks it up a notch. Oh yeah, that's the way to do that. Let's do some more of that. That adds just that perfect little extra kick. Little bit of heat, but that zing of flavor is great. Wow, that's hot on my hand. Yeah, that right there, that's good stuff. Great combination of flavor, protein, carbs, all the things you're gonna need to get you going just a little bit more. All right, so we have one thing left and we still got a little bit of battery. Everybody just cross your fingers and hope that it holds out just a minute more. We've got this great value chocolate bar. It's like a big old Hershey bar. Actually, I think this is a little bit of a step up in quality from your standard just gas station chocolate bar. It looks like a good rich chocolate, good quality. It's got very, very rich dark chocolate smell. And that bar is going to last a little bit too. That's not a single sitting bar right there. That's fair. So the battery on the main camera is officially dead. I hope that the audio and video on this is not horrible because I did not come prepared to use my phone for this. The chocolate bar that I got for dessert is really good. And I can see taking that, like shaving it into some coffee or some hot chocolate or something like that. That would be a really good addition. This chocolate is rich enough and it's coarse enough that you could really do a lot with that. There's a lot of applications to be able to cook with that. So that chocolate bar thrown into that kit, that's a good addition. So I hope you guys are still enjoying these homemade MRE videos. I so much appreciate all of the feedback, all the positive comments, and all the participation you guys have for making this channel move forward. This has been a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing where this is going to go. Now, I do want to ask a favor of you guys. About a year ago, I did a video that was kind of a labor of love for me. I heard about this story in the town of Prescott, Arkansas, involving a traveling salesman that died in the town, and because nobody knew who he was, for the next 65 years, they displayed his corpse at the mortuary. It's the story of Old Mike, and if you've never heard it, then I encourage you to look into it. But please, I'm going to add the story of Old Mike to the end screen here at this video. I really would like for you guys to go back and watch that video if you haven't already seen it. Let's see if we can get some views up on that thing. I really put a lot into that video and it just really didn't go anywhere. But now that the audience is growing, maybe you guys can give it another eye. I would love to hear your input on it, and let me know if you'd like to see me do more stuff like that. One of the things that I fear happening here is because the homemade MRE content is getting so much attention and is drawing so many new viewers, I don't really want to break away from that too much, but I also don't want to leave behind my original followers for this channel, the people that came here for the other content and stuck around for so long, so faithfully. So if there are other things that you guys feel like you would be willing to stick around for, you know, camping videos, gear reviews, things like that, please let me know. I don't want to stray away from what's drawing people here and keeping them here, but I also don't necessarily want to leave behind my roots for this channel. But with that being said, that's it for this one. I'm shutting this one down. If you have a recommendation for where I need to go to do a new video, please drop me a comment. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you can be made aware of all upcoming videos. But with that, that's it for this one. And until the next time, prepare for the world that you live in, not the one you wish existed. We'll see you around.